Hello, Facebook family. Tami Goodwin here, and I am coming to you to talk about what is a great first investment. A great first investment, if you are a parent and you have kids who are going off to college, this is a great way. You can guide your child and you can help them. You can either put the investment in your name, or you can put it in their name, or you can put it in both of your names. Because most of the times when kids go to college, the amount of money that they have to pay to stay on campus is pretty significant. So as a parent, what you can do is you can look in the area and you can locate a house where your child would live, and it would be their house, and then they would rent out the other rooms in that space. This is a great opportunity for you as a parent or for your child to gain your first investment. And once your child, let's say they're there for 4 years. Let's say they're at school for 4 years. So for 4 years, somebody has paid the mortgage on your property. Your child graduates, now you have a choice. Should we keep this property and maintain it as a rental unit, or should we sell it? Either way, you physically didn't have to put in any money into this house because you used the money that you made from the other 3 people that rented to pay for it. Another great way to get property. Let's say you do not have the money to purchase a house. That's okay. So let's talk about what's called rental arbitrage. Rental arbitrage is where you rent a house from someone. But in all of this that you're doing, you have to make sure you communicate with the person that you're renting the house from. So let's say I call up a renter. I'm like, hey, I see that you have a house for rent and it's $2,000 a month. I am interested in renting your property. Can I do that? And I'm going to rent your property. And when I rent your property, I'm going to rent your property to professionals. Is that okay for me to do? And they say, yep, that's fine. As long as you're paying the rent and as long as you are going to take responsibility for the rent being paid, I'm good. I'm going to tell them no problem. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pay my rent up 3 months at a time. So I'm going to pay you 3 months at a time for the rent for this property. So that way you don't ever have to worry about a thing. You don't have to worry about repairs or anything to the house. If anything happens to it, I'll make sure it gets repaired. Okay, great. And I'll tell you another way too. You can make money also if you're single. This is a great way as a single where you can make money. So I knew this person, and this is what he did. He was a firefighter. He was single. He didn't have anybody. So he bought in a suspect area. So he bought in a suspect area, but he knew the area was going to grow and become a great area because they were revitalizing it. So he bought a house. He lived there. He lived there for at least a year and a half. He lived there for a year and a half. So, of course, he bought that house and he fixed it up and the market blew up. This is before COVID. So the market was good. So he sold that house. He made $100,000 off of that. So he took that money and he bought him a new house. Because when you live in a house and it's your primary home, if you sell it and you didn't make more than $250,000, you do not have to pay any taxes on that home. So as an investor, if you buy a property, if you flip that property and you sell it before you've held it for a year, it's 25% taxes that you have to pay. But if you hold that property for at least a year and you sell it after a year, then you get a tax break of 10%. And so now you only have to pay 15%. Also, if you hold the property for a year and say you want to sell it and you want to get another property, instead of having to pay taxes on that, you can roll that money into what's called a 1031 exchange. And a 1031 exchange is just a way for you to defer the money, the taxes that you're going to have to pay on that property. So this company, you'll get with this company, they'll tell you all the things that you need to do, and then when you get ready to sell, they help you do it and they help you manage that whole transaction. So that's called a 1031 exchange. So those are, you got a lot of choices. If you want to know more information, you can DM me and I can give you more information, or we can set up, we can have a time that we talk and we go through what you can do and how you can learn to invest. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of ways to make money now and then really set yourself up to do what you need to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed this segment. I just want to come on, give you guys some information on how to invest, and then a house hack so to pay your house off early. It's been great. I hope you have a nice evening. Deuces.